Hey guys, it's Cody. Just wanted to do a quick share with you. Something I made for a swap I'm in over at my scrap room. The swap I'm in was to alter a clipboard, and the theme of the swap for the clipboard was grunged, shabby chic. And I will stick some pictures in the video of what the clipboard looked like before this. So this is my version of grunged shabby chic. Let me explain a little bit about what I did. First of all, the clipboard itself, and you'll see in the pictures, was bright pink plastic. So what I did first was sand both sides, the whole thing both sides, with a really heavy grit sandpaper. Because I knew that I wanted to Mod Podge some tissue paper down, and I knew it would need something to stick to. So like I said, I sanded the whole thing, and then I took Mod Podge and just regular white tissue paper and put that all over it, so it kind of gave it some texture, and you can kind of see it. Then what I did after that was, I'm getting the paint, I just took some folk art patina paint, and I think it's just some chocolate brown, actually. Melted chocolate from Apple Barrel. Okay, so I took those two paints, and I first put the patina on with just the sponge brushes you get at Michael's. And just kind of put drops everywhere and squished it around with the brush. Then I put the melted chocolate on and did the same thing and kind of mixed them together in spots. And you can see I did the back as well. I mean, I didn't do anything on the back other than just paint it, so I did the back as well. So I did that with the paints, and I painted up here on the clip part as well. So I did that all over. One of the other requirements was, it was grunge shabby chic. You had to use modeling paste. You had to make a handmade flower with fabric, and there had to be metal. So after I did the paint, I used my stencil, which I've showed you guys before, my rose stencil. And I used my modeling paste and did that, going up this way. It goes up this way, but the flower ended up covering it. So that's what I did there with the modeling paste. And then as far as the metal, I just used different things. I used some gears and stuff here. These are some rusted washers and screws that I found on the ground, actually. This is just a wood knob, a wood flower. These were box closures that were, that bright gold. And so what I did with these was I gessoed them. It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. I gessoed them. Oh, and this chain right here too. I gessoed them, and then I just took my finger with some brown paint and some black paint and put that on. And then while it was still wet, I just took my spray bottle with some water and just sprayed them, and then just kind of used my finger to gush it around, and then just let those dry. So then I just kind of put that around here. I cut this dress form myself, and you know how we all do it, everybody does it, where and I know this isn't a full size, you take a piece of cardstock and you fold it in half and you draw the dress form and then you cut it out. That's what I did with this dress form. Yeesh, sorry. So there's my metal, and then obviously the shabby chic part was, I did the dress form. And what I did with the dress form was I took my black gelato and I put it all over the dress form, and then I just took, not even Elmer's, some glue I got at the 99-cent store. I think it was 50 cents when I got it. I put that on and then used my heat gun to dry it. And then I just put white paint over it and then used my heat gun to dry it again. So on the dress form, I just took a piece of chiffon, pink chiffon, and wrapped that around and just glued it on the back. The dress form is popped up a little bit just with some chipboard. I cut the chipboard really thin down here and then a bigger piece here just to kind of give it some more, so it'd be a little bit stabler. And then just put a little butterfly charm thing right there and just cut a little strip off mesh bling right there, little thing right there. And then I put this around it just to, you know, kind of frame it in. And then the flower, let me turn it sideways, the flower, because again you had to hand make the flower with some material. And I wish I knew what the name of this material was, because when I buy material I only ever buy it in remnants. So obviously it rips really good. When you rip it, you know, the edges fray really nicely. But I don't know if you can see, but the whole thing has texture on the fabric itself. It's all textured. And I love it. I've actually used this a lot for some other dress forms that I had made for my nieces. And then that's what I used to make this flower. And I used that material for 3 layers here, and then I used some lace for the top layer, and then the eyelash yarn fiber stuff, and then just a copper bead in the middle. And then up here on the handle I just wrapped some seam binding, I don't know if this is in frame, seam binding, and then some strips of pink, because you know I gotta have pink in there. Gosh, what is this called? I can't think, the name just left me. And then some of the fibers. I just tied them on there. And then also to grunge it up a little bit more, what I did was I took the really fine sand, and I just bought a bag of it at Michael's and keep it in here, and mixed it with, I mixed some with the brown paint that I added a little white to, I mixed some with the pink, and then I mixed some with the patina color. And I just kind of scraped that around, scraped it on top of the modeling paste, put some of the pink here in the edges, you know, just to kind of highlight the edges a little bit and add a little bit of pink. And that's what this is, like right here and here. I just kind of squished it around. And then to help keep the paint on the handle, the push down part up here, after the paint was dry, I just used this satin varnish. I could have used my Mod Podge, but I have this, so I might as well use it. So I just brushed that over the whole thing and let it dry, because at least that way I know up on this whole part right here, the paint's not going to come off. So, anywho, I'm going to go ahead and post this just because my partner in the swap is not on YouTube, so I don't have to worry about her seeing it, so I can go ahead and post it. So that's why I'm doing the video, and I'll just post it tonight if I get it uploaded. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you can see it. I don't know if it's all in frame. And I hope you like it. Alright, thanks guys. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.